Fair enough. Yeah, so you can see I've got that on now. I actually took off there's a top cover, but I normally take those off of my packs because I just find them to be tedious. And the same goes for this pack as well. Just I don't like covers on the top. Now this bag is about 1.5 kilos, and it's a fully adjustable frame. It's going to fit everybody on that. In the configuration I have it on, it's about 1.2 kilos because I don't have that top the closure on it. Maybe 1.25. A little uncertain exactly how much that weighs. In any case, it's a light pack. It's a light 70-liter pack with this kind of frame and this kind of support. You're usually expecting a far heavier backpack for what you get. And it's also got this nice nylon material that's rather waterproof. Now the bag itself obviously isn't completely waterproof, as you have the zippers and you have the top on there. But as a standard, it's not going to get heavier when it gets wetter. And instead, if you have a pack liner inside the pack, you'll be just fine. You're not going to get any water in there. Now, some of the features on this, it's got this nice hefty buckle right there. Nice fitting shoulder straps that I think fit most people because they're not these massive and they don't like squish your body. And in fact, the way I have my pack, I almost never have any weight on my shoulders themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I really like the Exped Thunder packs, is because you can, no matter how much weight you get in this pack, that frame is not going to give up. Like a lot of packs, when you really start putting weight in them, they just kind of fall apart and all of that weight ends up on your shoulders instead. But you don't get that with the Exped Thunder. Just show, if I can show from the back here. It's got these two nice large side pockets. You can see I've got my fly fishing pole here. And that's usually, I actually find myself, because I have a lot of stuff with me up in the mountains, I almost always have to have a 70 or higher liter pack, because I've got to have my fishing gear. Sometimes I'll have a pack raft with me. I'll have food for a week or 2 weeks even. You know, have all of my equipment. My base equipment in itself doesn't weigh more than 4 kilos for everything. But when I start, and it doesn't take up a lot of volume either, especially in the summer. But once I start putting my other stuff in there, camera gear, lots of food, pack raft, fishing pole, and all that stuff, and then it really does start the volume where I need something that's going to hold it, and sometimes even the weight. And that's where I find these Expeds really high quality packs. I mean, if I had to have one pack, this would be, you know, up in my top list, easily in my top 5 packs of larger volume packs, just because of how comfortable it is. So get some closer shot details here. Now, how this pack adjusts, hopefully my head's not blocking everything there, but you can see, oh no you can't, anyway, if I pull that, maybe you'll see, yeah, there it is. It'll have the different sizes. Here's for large. I have it stretched past large, and then you've got medium, and then you've got small. So it really does fit all sizes of people. Now, I'm 190 centimeters tall, so I've got that on its maximum there, and then you just squeeze that there, and that's a nice beefy hip belt. It doesn't fall apart with heavier weight. Nice adjustable frame on there. It's got your H2O pack if you're into that kind of thing. Let's see how good is that. Yeah, so it's got these nice big side pockets here, and it even has these strap downs, so I keep my fishing pole in here or my paddle when I've got my pack craft with me. Got a nice size pocket. It's not the biggest, but it's certainly big enough. Now, kind of a strange feature, I'll be honest, I don't know why it is, but they made these pockets, even these pockets are adjustable, but I'm not really sure why. I'm sure there's a great reason, but you can't take those pockets off completely, from what I know. It would be great if you could, because if you could take them off completely, then you've got, you know, even a lighter pack there. But as it were, you can't take those off completely, but you can. You see all these straps here. Now that's really cool about this pack, as the original Thunder, is that it has these large side pockets or side entry, and you can just open up your pack completely, which is actually a great little feature. Now on this one, obviously, if it was raining, I wouldn't want that. I'd have a pack liner in here, but as it were, it's not raining right now, so don't worry about it. And it keeps out the water pretty well nonetheless. It's still a rather waterproof bag. Now when I'm pack rafting, obviously I have this pack completely tight. I have a pack liner inside of it. Let me go ahead and fasten that back on there. Now this pack just has a lot of these secret little functions with it. It looks like a really basic pack on the surface, but it's such a complete pack, and like everything Exped does, they really thought about the details on it. I mean, and that's something I've always liked and respected about Exped, is that they really, you get a lot more than what you expect with them. The details, you have this nice little, other than the large pocket that you open up, you've got the two large side pockets that you can easily reach into while you're walking. And then it's also got all of these extra hooks, so you put your trekking poles or fishing pole or paddle, if you got your pack raft on there, and it holds all of it really, really nicely. I don't really have anything to complain about on the Exped Thunder. One of my biggest complaints about the original Exped Thunder was the weight, but this one is lighter, and you're talking about, you know, a semi-waterproof pack that doesn't soak up the water. It's got such a nice frame on it. Still one of the nicest frame in its weight class, certainly in its price class. And you can see in this configuration where I take off that top cover. Now, if this was a pack I was using constantly, I'd probably cut off a lot of, you know, like a lot of these straps are just ridiculously long, which is to be expected when you have a pack that they just want to sell one pack for everybody instead of having different sizes and so on, depending on who buys it. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about it. If you're looking for just a great lightweight 70-liter adjustable frame pack that's gonna fit you no matter what, you're probably not going to do much worse than the Exped Thunder. It's a fantastic pack that looks good, carries really, really well. It's still top of class. Ken here, Backpacking Light. Hope you enjoyed the review. You can buy this pack at backpackinglight.se here in Sweden. And of course we send throughout the EU. Cheers.